friends, how are you today? I know, story time is gonna make you hungry. I hope you ate your breakfast because today we're talking about one of my favorite breakfast foods of all times, donuts. I wish I had a donut right now. Well, before we get started reading our stories, we should sing our song so we are ready to listen. If you don't know the words, that's okay. You can follow along with your hands. So we start like this, hands together like a sandwich. Open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Good job. All right. The first book we're going to read is called Dozens of Donuts. Yum. Oh, look at all these different kinds of donuts. Which one do you want to eat? I want to eat this one right here. Dozens of Donuts, written by Carrie Finnison, illustrated by Brianne Fairley. And we're reading this one with permission from G.P. Putnam & Sons, which is a subsidiary of Penguin Random House. Thank you. Early one morning, as the autumn leaves scatter, Luann's busy stirring a big bowl of batter. She'll eat some sweet treats, then warm and well fed, she'll sleep away winter, tucked tight in her bed. So you can see Luann is here. What kind of animal is Luann? Yeah, she's a bear. And what do bears do during the wintertime? Yeah, they sleep or they hibernate. Hibernation is when you sleep through the winter. Can you say that word with me? Hibernation. Good job. 1 dozen donuts, hot from the pan, toasty and tasty, and all for ding dong. Woodrow?
Do you have enough donuts for a neighbor to share?
Sure, says Luann, and she pulls up a chair. 1 dozen donuts, hot from the pan. Half are for Woodrow, the rest for ding dong. Uh-oh, who could that be? Let's find out. Clyde? Luann, feeling generous, offers her plateful. Donuts, my favorite, said Clyde. I'm so grateful. You're welcome. Dig in. I'll mix some more, says Luann. She measures and mixes as fast as she can. 1 dozen donuts, hot from the pan. A few for her friends, and the rest for ding dong. Who could that be? Topsy? Do you know what kind of animal Topsy is? Topsy is a possum. I smelled something good. Can I hang for a while? Luann says, come in. But she's lost her big smile. Delicious, cries Topsy. She gulps down a swallow. Luann's heart feels warm, but her belly feels hollow. Oh no, poor Luann. I think she's hungry. 1 dozen donuts, hot from the pan, some for each friend, and the rest for ding dong. Uh-oh, who's here now? You think it's a skunk? Oh, let's see. Moufette? Moufette is so shy that she hides in a shrub. Luann heaves a sigh and says, "Come join the club." While her guests eat the donuts, Luann starts to worry. She cracks her last egg and pours milk in a hurry. Do you think Luann is going to get to eat any donuts? I don't know, but I think she's hungry. The last dozen donuts, hot from the pan, a pair for each friend, and there's more for Ding Dong! Chip and Chomp? It sounds like a party! They both scamper in. They fill up their cheeks. Now let winter begin! Woodrow pours cider. They all raise a toast. But Luann is fed up with her job as their host. Uh-oh. She's ready to sleep through the snow, ice, and sleet, but winter is near and there's nothing to eat. Deep in her throat, there's a low, hungry grumble. It slowly grows louder. Her friends hear the rumble. One look at Luann and they dash for the door. After all, she's a bear and she's ready to roar. She fusses and flails and then slowly grows still. Snowflakes drift down, all quiet until ding dong. Who could it be? Oh. Peeking outside, Luann blinks in surprise. Her friends have come back, and they all brought supplies. We counted the donuts you made us, so many. And that's when we noticed you didn't get any. They have a sign here, and it says, "We're sorry, Luann." What do they have with them? Milk, flour, spatula, and even some extra other packages. Maybe there's eggs in there. Topsy ties aprons. They prop Luann's feet. Chip measures, Chomp mixes, Moufette checks the heat. Dozens of donuts, hot from the pan, stacked up in heaps, and they're all for Luann. But her friends have made more than enough for one bear. She has plenty to eat, and she's happy to share. The end. It is so nice to share food that we love, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right, we got to sing a song, and it is a song about donuts. Here we go. We've got some donuts. I know a treat that has a hole and is so very tasty. D-O-N-U-T, D-O-N-U-T, D-O-N-U-T. Save a bite for me. Let's chomp one. Donuts. All right, so this is like the song Bingo, and we took away one letter. We took away the letter D. So instead of singing D-O-N-U-T, we're gonna clap our hands and then sing O-N-U-T. All right, here we go. I know a treat that has a hole and is so very tasty. O-N-U-T, 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 oh save a bite for me. Oh, yum. All right, now our O is gone, so we're going to clap twice. Here we go. I know a treat that has a hole and is so very tasty. N-U-T, 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 save a bite for me. Do you want a bite of this one? You do? All right, here you go. Oh, was it good? Good. All right, I know a treat that has a hole and is so very tasty. U-T, 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 and save a bite for me. Chow! All right, we only have one letter left. What letter is left? T. I know a treat that has a hole and is so very tasty. T. 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 Save a bite for me. All right, let's take a big bite of this one. I'll take a bite and then you take a bite. Now you. Oh, good job. All right. Should we read another story? Okay. All right. So this one is a non-fiction book. That means it is a true story. And it is called The Whole Story of the Donut. Well, this is true. This is about how donuts were actually created. So let's find out about how donuts were actually created. The Whole Story of the Donut by Pat Miller, illustrated by Vincent X. Kirsch. And we're reading this one with permission from Houghton Mifflin Harcourt. Few remember the master mariner Hanson Crockett Gregory, though he was bold and brave and bright. But the pastry he invented more than 166 years ago is eaten daily by donut lovers everywhere. This is his story. The crew of the Ivanhoe had worked up a mighty appetite through the night. The sun was barely up as 16-year-old Hanson and the cook prepared breakfast. It would be the same coffee and fried cakes they served most mornings on the Ivanhoe. The cook tossed wood into the belly of the cast iron stove, heating the cauldron of lard. Hanson formed balls of sweetened dough. Both men stood on spread legs as the cramped galley lurched with the ship. Pans clanged overhead. The aroma of browning sugar rose as the cook dropped in the first blobs of dough. The iron railing on the stovetop kept the pot in place as the Ivanhoe bucked and plunged. When the cakes were fried, Hanson dumped them out onto the dining table. They were sweet and crisp, at least around the edges. Their raw centers, heavy with grease, made them drop like cannonballs in the stomach. Sailors called them sinkers. As Hanson shaped another batch, he was struck with an idea. He took the round lid off a pepper can and cut perfect holes in the center of each sinker. Then he tossed the rings into the bubbling lard. The cook had never seen such a downright fool thing. Neither had the sailors who showed up for breakfast. But that didn't help keep them from taking a bite. The cakes were brown and sweet and fully cooked. Sighs of delight rose above the noisy sea. A new breakfast tradition was born. The teenage Hanson shared his invention with his mother. She cooked up large batches to sell in a friend's store, and on the docks to hungry sailors. Ship's cooks now served holy cakes. That's what they called them. That's how Hanson's inventions spread across the world and down the years and right into your stomach. But sailors like their stories bold. Not satisfied with the pastry's humble origin, they spun legends worthy of a delicious treat. One told how Captain Gregory wrestled the wheel as the sea became a monster. The first mate brought sinkers to keep up the captain's strength. Just as the captain grabbed one, the waves crashed over his head. And the Captain Gregory speared that sinker on the wheel's spoke. He invented the donut while he saved the ship. Another legend tells of how wild waves grabbed 5 soldiers and pulled them overboard right after breakfast. With bellies full of oily pastries, they sank like stones. Captain Gregory shouted, "Never again!" He used a wooden belaying pin to punch holes in every cake, so they resembled the ship's life rings. Just like that. No sailor has since been drowned by his breakfast. Whether you prefer chocolate or sprinkled, glazed or filled, raise your next tasty donut. To the Master Mariner from Maine. The end. I had no idea that a sailor invented donuts, did you? No. All right, let's sing another song. This is called the Donut Song. Well, I walked around the corner and I walked around the block and I walked right into a donut shop. Well, I scooped a donut right out of the grease and handed the lady a 5-cent piece. Well, she looked at the donut and she looked at me. And she said, "This nickel is no good, you see. There's a hole in the middle I can see right through." And I said, "There's a hole in the donut too. Thanks for the donut. So long." That is so silly. Is that a silly song? Yes. All right. That is all we have time for today. So we need to sing our goodbye for now song. And we're going to sing this one twice. The first time I will do the actions with you. And then the second time we sing it, you can do the actions all by yourself and I will play my ukulele. Okay? This is called Skin-a-ma-rink. And we start like this. One hand up. One hand on your elbow. Skin-a-ma-rinky-dinky-dink, skin-a-ma-rinky-doo. I love you. Skin-a-ma-rinky-dinky-dink, skin-a-ma-rinky-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening underneath the moon. Oh, skin-a-ma-rinky-dinky-dink, skin-a-ma-rinky-doo. I love you. I love your singing. I love you. You're all terrific. I love you. We'll catch you next time. I love you. You. Boop boop be doo. All right, are you ready to do that one again? Okay, here we go. I got my ukulele. Skin-a-ma-rinky-dinky-dink, skin-a-ma-rinky-doo. I love you. Skin-a-ma-rinky-dinky-dink, skin-a-ma-rinky-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening underneath the moon. Oh, skin-a-ma-rinky-dinky-dink. catch you next time. I love you. You. Boop, boop, be doo. Mwah! All right, friends. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.